Welcome to San Jose, the site of the final game for Week 4 of the SFLM, and we're taking you into the late night hours as the Bossier City Steamers take on the San Jose Storm. Good evening, Cameron Duty here alongside Charles Doherty, and we are excited to round out an evening of great football with an interesting matchup of our own. Charles, we have two teams who seem to be on opposite trajectories at the moment. Bossier City comes in winning 2 of their first 3 games, while San Jose looks to grab their first victory of this season.
Yeah, there's a bunch of players on the field. You're speaking as a general manager for Vancouver, I've got my eyes on, and hope that maybe one or two of them might be wearing the blue after the draft.
Well, indeed, that's what the SFLM is all about. It's about the talent and the up and coming nature of this league, how these soon-to-be SFL stars, their names are made here in the beginning. And we've got a great season upon us of SFL. As you know, the schedule released yesterday. But right now, it's SFLM, it's Bossier City, it's San Jose. And like I like to say, get comfortable. You're not going to go anywhere for about the next hour and a half or so. Return taken to the 39-yard line by Reynolds. And let's say hello to the starting lineup for San Jose. Quarterback number 15, Isaac Covert, leads this squad. Halfbacks Bismarck Wright and Rain Storm. The wide receiving core of Devin Lloyd, Ed Williams, and Ezekiel Bear. Tight end Arnold Pacaw, and center Jasmine Swift. First play from scrimmage this evening. And it's a pass in and out of the hands of the intended target, second down.
Well, San Jose last week for the first half, they were doing pretty good, Cameron. They were up 17-7, but they really fell apart in the second half. Curious to see what kind of adjustments they make on offense, and maybe looking for some consistency in the second half.
Taking a look at stats here for quarterback Isaac Covert. He is coming into this game 49 of 100. 4 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. He'll want to clean that up a little bit. Keeps it on the ground this time to Rain Storm. Gain of 5, 3rd and 5. Let's say hello real quickly here to this Bossier City defense. Defensive end, Iwan Ellis. The linebacking core of Zach Benjamin and Greg Ward. The cornerbacks, Luke Schreiner, Ryan Cook, and Michaela Foraker. And then the free safety, Billy Beers. And strong safety, JoJo Shalizzi. So on 3rd and 5, we see a rollout and pressure coming. And the quarterback is thrown down to the ground. That is Iwan Ellis, who we just mentioned. 4th down on the way.
I mean, that's what a defense needs to do when the offense throws a rollout play on you. You got to maintain your discipline like Ellis did and get right in the face of the quarterback and bring him down to the turf.
A huge stop for the Bossier City Steamers on 3rd down. And so we will see our first punt of the game. Just now, a minute down in this first quarter. A quick 3 and out. And a fumble. Great tackle, and it's picked up and ran back for a couple more yards. Bossier City will take over on the 26.
Wow. Yeah, you gotta. That's not good for special teams. I mean, it looks like the blocking could have been a little bit better. They didn't set up the kick returner for a successful return on that play.
And completely leveled on that initial hit. And it's just a good thing that they had the opportunity to pick that one back up instead of getting turned back over. So Bossier City takes over, as we said, on the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Quarterback Silas Christensen under center. Throwing over the middle. That pass is complete to Xavier Knight. That is someone we will hear a lot of probably in this game. Wouldn't you suggest, Charles?
Oh, definitely. I think this offense of Bossier City is very solid, but much like we said about San Jose, they kind of fell apart in the second half as well, and were barely able to hold on, winning by 3.
Still looking to put a complete game together, both of these teams. We'll see if somebody can figure it out tonight. Now, that's a great run. A nice run all the way out to almost the 50-yard line by Rudlang. That's Patrick Rudlang, who has done very well this season. Coming into this game, the leading rusher for Bossier City with 269 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
And he showed on that play. Nice quick step after getting the ball, really shot to the edge right there, and good blocking by the offensive line as well.
We will say hello to both this offensive and defensive unit in just a moment after this play. We see motion. That's Bryce Lee coming from the top of the screen to the bottom. A handoff, and that goes nowhere. A nice tackle. 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's say hello to Bossier City's offense. We mentioned Silas Christensen and Patrick Rudlang. Halfback Ronnie Shanahan also there in the mix. Wide receivers Xavier Knight, Nolan Pearson, Bryce Lee, and the tight ends Leon Sandcastle, Adam Grabowski, and Robert Henson Jr. Now from 2nd down, the pass over the middle is intercepted right into the hands of number 24, Elijah Quick, with the INT. And there is your first turnover of the game.
Yeah, I was going to say that, San Jose is going to need to find a way to put pressure on Christensen, but the flip side to that, they were able to on that play, but also if you got great coverage downfield, you can get interceptions like that, and Elijah Quick just showed how dangerous he is in coverage.
And such a good-looking drive, right, Charles? I mean, it looked as if Bossier City was moving the ball very well, great runs, and a couple of other good plays mixed in there, and that's disheartening for them for sure. So 1st and 10 as we see motion now for the San Jose flight. That's Devin Lloyd coming to the bottom of your screen. 3 receivers now for the right side of the quarterback. Covert to throw deep downfield, incomplete. That was defended well, and that was the man who was in motion, Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, speaking of Devin Lloyd, I as you said, he's very dangerous, but I'm really excited to see the matchup of Devin Lloyd versus cornerback Ryan Cook. Ryan Cook is one of the best cornerbacks in the league, if not the best, and he's really going to have a good night or a hard night going up against Devin Lloyd.
It'll be a matchup that we will keep our eyes on this entire game. So barely 2.5 minutes into this game, we've already seen a fumble. We've seen an interception. Now we're just waiting to see which team can have the first sustained drive of the game. Back to the air again. You're going to be looking possibly for interference there. We'll see what the ref gives us.
Yeah, it didn't look like the defender was even looking at the quarterback. It just laid out the wide receiver.
Certainly didn't or wasn't able to get his head turned back around. I don't believe. Well, there we go. Yeah, it was that last motion kind of waylaid the guy, huh?
Yeah, that's the guy we were just talking about, Ryan Cook.
It's a really aggressive. It's an aggressive game out there. What can you say? Sometimes the physicality of it just gets the best of you. So that works in San Jose's favor. They send Ed Williams in motion now to the top of your screen. 1st and 10 from the 40. Covert, and that's intercepted. Trading INTs in this first quarter of play. Ryan Cook, you just mentioned it. He had the penalty, but he makes up for it with the INT.
He definitely did. I mean, he's number one, the fastest corner, number one in coverage, and number one in tackling. I mean, it's basically, he's got the total package for Bossier City back there in the secondary.
And that is the thing about Ryan Cook, as you mentioned, and the folks at home, have probably read up on this as well and studying the game film and whatnot. He is somebody who they can make a mistake, but then they can make up for it the very next play. 1st and 10 now for Bossier City. That one is overthrown. Gordon on the coverage. Let's say hello to their defense quickly. The linebacking core of Jad McPherson and King McNeely. Cornerbacks Tavius Gordon, Kay Magix. The defensive end May Booker, and free safety Willie Bands. And also Elijah Quick, as we mentioned earlier in this game. That pass complete. A nice route that time with Xavier Knight coming back to the ball for the first down.
Xavier Knight, very solid wide receiver there. Solid route runner. uh, leads in receiving yards and is second in touchdowns in the league. I mean, he's a go-to guy for Silas Christensen.
And we've seen explosive moments of Xavier Knight early in this season, as we said. Now with Bossier City, they picked up victories against Albuquerque and Pittsburgh. They did lose to Lexington. They've come a long way since then. That pass, and another impressive grab. Xavier Knight, can they catch him? Still on his feet, pushed out outside the 10-yard line, 1st and 10, and that was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it was a thing of beauty. The pass was great, but that reception just showed off the athleticism of Xavier Knight. I mean, he's got to clip that and put that on his resume and show to general managers in the SFL.
That was beautiful, the way he adjusted his body there, and then those long, outstretched arms able to reel that football in, and then he turns on the jets. Fantastic. Just outside the 10-yard line, and Bossier City determined to take advantage of the interception that Ryan Cook was able to get for them. Back to the air, that pass is incomplete, and that was just nice defensive coverage. K-Magic in on the stop.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of, I know it's early in the game, we're seeing a lot of 3 and 4 wide receiver sets. They've got 3 solid tight ends as well on Bossier City. I want to see if maybe they throw in a little element of that power run as well.
Something that we really haven't seen much of thus far in this game is the running element, as you mentioned. Rolling out to throw again over the middle to the end zone, looking for Knight, and that is incomplete. You talk about the San Jose flight. There were plenty of men, winged men there in the vicinity.
Let's count the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look like maybe 6 people around the wide receiver there.
Definitely wanting to make sure Xavier Knight stayed grounded that time, and he certainly did. 3rd and 10 now. Nice defensive effort that time by San Jose, trying to force the field goal attempt for Bossier City. But can BCS convert here? Bryce Lee in motion. The pressure is picked up. That pass is complete. Unfortunately, having to come back to make the reception was Nolan Pierce, and he only gets 5.
Yeah, and nice tackle there by Willie Bands. Looked like he was going to turn, the wide receiver was going to turn it up and make a couple extra yards, but Bands shut that down. Now we're looking at kicker John Smith, seeing if he can put 3 on the board.
A 24-yard attempt to put Bossier City on the board. The snap, and there's the hold and the kick right down Broadway. Bossier City takes the early lead after a 7-play, 66-yard drive. It doesn't end in a touchdown, but still, you got to be very proud of that effort coming off of the interception.
Yeah, nice drive. Good passing by Silas Christensen. Xavier Knight put on a show. The only thing I'd say is maybe mix it up a little bit. Next time you get the ball, you don't want to be too predictable here.
So this one is very much returnable across the 30 down to the 32-yard line. And that is where we will see San Jose take the field. And as you said, you want to respond here to a great drive by Bossier City. And we'll see what they have in store. Back to the air again, and talk about a good reception that time. Coming back and making a nice play of their own is Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, but Covert just put the ball where only Lloyd could catch it.
Yeah, literally a great replay, great angles right there that shows us, like you said, he just had the precise touch on that football. And this is an interesting matchup. You got Xavier Knight on one side of the field. On the other side, you got Devin Lloyd for San Jose. Those two could really put on a show on their respective offenses tonight. This time we see a nice run. As we said, we wanted to see a little bit more run. San Jose gives it to us, a gain of 9 with Bismarck Wright.
Yeah, Bismarck Wright is one of the most, well-rounded running backs in the minor leagues. Very good at catching, extremely strong. And he can put it in the end zone.
And an interesting note about both Bismarck Wright and Rainstorm is the fact that they played in Bossier City last year. Storm this
That was
time,
close.
yeah, gets the carry, and that is going to be close. They're going to say short, so 3rd and inches now on the way.
Time to break. Let's see if they got Arnold Pack out there at tight end to help block.
Definitely looks that way. Keeping an eye out for Arnold. We do see a tight end out there. That is not Arnold, actually.
There's one at the top, too. Nah, that's not him either.
And he's just plowing, trying to get across the sticks, and I believe he does just enough for Bismarck Wright. It wasn't easy, but he made it happen.
Yeah, we talked about his strength. Both Wright and Storm in the backfield are extremely strong for running backs. And when you get those short yardages, that's when they prove their worth.
So the drive continues, and that was important, pretty crucial for San Jose to be able to extend a drive, especially one of this nature. That's Devin Lloyd in motion. Covert again to throw, this time over the middle. It looked to be completed, jarred out at the last minute thanks to Ryan Cook again on the coverage.
Yeah, with the exception of that one penalty, Cameron, Ryan Cook, the cornerback for Bossier City, is playing pretty well here in this first quarter.
Yeah, like you said, with the exception of that, he's having a lights-out day, and that's exactly what you hope for in the position which he plays. 2nd and 10, 3:35 remaining in this first quarter. They keep it on the ground, and Storm will get a couple. They're going to give him 3, a big 3rd and 7 on the way.
Yeah, both of these quarterbacks are, pretty much clean in the pocket so far. Let's see if either one of these defenses decides to dial it up a bit.
Interesting thing about the rushing game for San Jose is that Bismarck and Rain very even in yards as well. They keep to the air this time, and that pass is
Cook again.
Yeah, again Ryan Cook knocks that one away from the intended target, Ed Williams.
Wow, he's got some eye-opening play tonight, that Ryan Cook.
This could be as you said, highlight reel material for the young man here as he makes his journey through the SFL ranks. Now, again, San Jose to punt, not able to convert on 3rd down. And this one they'll let this one bounce. So a good punt that time by San Jose. And, again, we talk about not being able to finish those drives. We've seen Bossier City get the field goal. I'm really interested, Charles, to see which team is going to be able to make it to the end zone, make it for a touchdown. That's going to be a key in tonight's matchup.
Yeah, I agree.
1st down, pressure coming. That pass is intended again for Xavier Knight. Incomplete. Good coverage by San Jose. Again, I felt, in my opinion, that Christensen felt the pressure coming around the weak side.
Oh, definitely did. That was exactly, you read my mind, buddy. Great pressure on the quarterback. Didn't touch him, but enough to upset his rhythm. Have to get rid of that ball early, and great coverage downfield as well.
2nd down, and we have yet to see very little out of this rushing attack for Bossier City up to this point. Now they send Bryce Lee in motion once more. Play clock down to 5. And a rollout by Christensen. He throws back across his body. That was a little scary there. Again, good coverage downfield by San Jose, but kind of an interesting formation, if you will, right, Charles? To roll out to your right and then throw back to your left.
Yeah, definitely. That's not that's not normally the way they draw it up, but you got to tip your cap to Tobias Gordon for great coverage at the cornerback, excuse me.
So 3rd and 10. San Jose looking to put the 3 and out up. Pressure coming again, and it gets in the face of Christensen, and that ball is batted down. 4th and 10 now coming up after the deflection by Wistrom.
Exactly what that line for San Jose needed to do. They started off with a fan stunt and were able to get around both of the tackles. If it wasn't number 98, it probably would have been his buddy at the other end position. Now,
Bossier City will punt. pretty good hang time here. Gets it back out to midfield, and that's where San Jose will take over. And let's talk quickly, Charles. First, let's say hello to anybody tuning in. This is Cameron Duty here with Charles Doherty, and we are enjoying this game between Bossier City and San Jose. Thank you for watching and being a part of it with us. But, Charles, let's talk about how important that drive was right there by San Jose to get back off the field, because it felt like Bossier City was, no pun intended, but really starting to gain some steam on offense.
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of confidence defense gains after a series like that.
1st and 10 now for San Jose. They give it to Rainstorm, and he is brought down in the backfield. They're going to say forward progress. Gets him back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Yeah, Bossier City had a couple extra folks up there waiting for the run. It looked like they expected that before the snap.
Interesting dynamics between these two teams. San Jose much more willing to run the football, as you can see right here with Bismarck Wright, who goes for 8. Bossier City has not really yet went to their ground game. It's a good gain right there, though, for San Jose. 8 yards, 3rd and 2 on the way.
Yeah, I love it. The fact, Cameron, that they're incorporating some draw plays in their offense. Real smart there by the offensive coordinator.
Under 2 minutes left in this first quarter of play. Arnold Packa is in motion. They keep it on the ground. Rainstorm. 1st down.
I mean, what can you say about that offensive line and the edge? They said it perfectly. Look at that! Look at that hole. he got to go through. Nice block there by number 45 too to set that up.
Massey with the huge block, and you could have drove a truck through there.
Yeah, definitely.
Clock continuing to run as we tick the final minutes of this first quarter away here. San Jose with a nice-looking drive up to the 35-yard line of Bossier City. They keep it on the ground once more, and that time not much there. Trying to churn his legs forward, but a good tackle. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, they were ready for that draw play. Greg Ward had it, pre-snap. He was very aggressive and went through that gap and just shut it down.
On 2nd down, pressure coming, and somehow he stands in there and gets the pass away. It was a scary moment, of course, because Michaela Foraker wanted to come down with the interception. She does get a hand on it, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, they sent 2 in to blitz on that one. That's what they needed to do, upset Covert. He stood in there strong, was able to get the ball out, but, man, almost had disaster there, throwing it into the arms of the cornerback.
A scary play for all the San Jose faithful out there. Nobody in the backfield. They're going to the air. Covert to throw. The pass in and out of the hands of his intended target once again. Ryan Cook, Foraker, and Shalizzi all in coverage. And let's talk, though, for a minute. Ed Williams just about did the unthinkable and reeled that one in.
Yeah, that would have been the catch of the game so far, but they sent a corner blitz, it looked like, and was able to disrupt the play of Isaac Covert.
So this has turned into a defensive struggle. That punt a little bit off the side of the punter's foot. And that will go out around the 15, 16-yard line. We'll get a official spot in just a moment. 48 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Bossier City again with the football. We'll spot them on the 17-yard line. Christensen to throw. He checks down. That is complete for a gain of 6. A good run afterwards by Grabowski.
Yeah, smart play there by the quarterback Christensen, dumping it off to the tight end. And love the fact that they're starting to get the tight end a little bit more, tight ends plural, hopefully, a little bit more involved in the offense.
Grabowski, 6'6", 250 pounds. He is a returning two-way player, played with Arizona in the majors. That run, which has been a rarity by Patrick Rudlang in this game, goes for a few 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, they've got the whole playbook open here, and they have the luxury, like I said, bringing out those 3 of those huge tight ends, and very good at blocking. One of some of the best blocking tight ends we have in the minor league.
So they let the clock run down. That is the end of the first quarter. Bossier City leads San Jose 3-0. You're watching SFLM action late night on YouTube. Cameron Duty, Charles Doherty, and Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters. We'll be hearing from him a little bit later on, I'm sure. Right now, though, start of this second quarter and a big third down on the way for Bossier City. San Jose trying to get yet another defensive stop. Xavier Knight is in motion to the bottom of your screen. Keep an eye on this guy. They go to the air. The pass is complete. Instead of going to Knight like we thought, they went to one of those tight ends you mentioned, Charles, Leon Sandcastle.
Yeah, this was the tight end show. I mean, they had Henson lined up at fullback. I was expecting a run on this one, and then they had Sandcastle on the route, and a nice play by Christensen.
To give you a score update to pass along here, Philadelphia leading Albuquerque 21-10 at the half. For Philadelphia, their quarterback, Williams, 9 of 10, 141 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. That's the big stat there, 0 INTs.
Yeah, Willie Bands almost had his mitts on that one. Just at the last second, the ball barely got over his outstretched hands.
So officially, we have seen 2 interceptions, 1 for each team, but there's been a couple of plays in this game already, Charles, that really could have went either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun defensive game we have so far this evening, folks. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's Christensen. He's going to step up. He can run. Oh, he decides to meet him head on instead of the slide. He gets 6, but it's a gutsy call, but one you've got to be a little bit worried about if you're the head coach there.
Well, you know, it just kind of shows you that you want a quarterback that can make a quick decision. He stood back there, wasn't going as he needed it to, decided to do the run, and also got to show off a little bit of that running back spin move.
And that time he gets completely leveled, and we've got a flag that was, Wistrom on the hit. And Wistrom, who got the sack, also gets called with the face mask, unfortunately. 3rd and 3 instead.
Christensen got leveled on that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, smokes. It's impressive he stood up after that one.
Pretty sure that I've seen that same hit on a WWE pay-per-view.
With a chair in one hand as well.
Indeed. 3rd and 3, Christensen back up to his feet, thankfully. That pass, though, incomplete. And again, really good coverage by San Jose. K-Magic, they have been great down the field today.
Definitely. K-Magic wasn't having any of that. I mean, he blanketed the wide receiver, and there wasn't a shot of that ball getting to a completion.
We've seen some really beautiful receptions early on in this game by Xavier Knight. I know we're just in the second quarter, but he certainly put on a show that first quarter. Since those couple of plays, though, this San Jose defense has really tightened up. And again, as you see, forcing the punt. Now that will be called for at the 15-yard line where San Jose will take over.
I think, both defenses, Cameron, are playing pretty well. I mean, I know that, San Jose let 3 points on the board, but they were able to dig in when it got close to their own end zone. So both these defenses so far putting on a show.
1st and 10, San Jose. They have spent a lot of time this back portion of their field around the 15 to 20-yard line for their average field position. The handoff running left side. A nice job of fighting through. Bismarck Wright gets 7 on the carry.
I don't think that play was designed to bounce out there. Just kind of shows you how intelligent Bismarck Wright is there. Saw some obstructions there on the runway and was able to dodge outside and add some yards to it.
And did you notice the use of hands, Charles, as he was kind of really feeling his way, literally with his hands, through the gap?
Yeah, definitely. Nice run there.
And off again, this time going to number 45. It's Massey who gets the first down.
Yeah, they're starting to mix it up. I love it.
Going to keep this defense on their toes. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for San Jose. Still trying to get their first points of the day and trying for their first win of the season. Pressure coming. Covert stands in there and just literally off the shoulder pads of the intended target. Tell me what happened there, Charles.
It just wasn't an accurate throw. He did that short drop, that 90 drop. Pocket started to break down, got rid of it quick, and just didn't put it where Bear, the wide receiver, could catch it. I mean, it kind of hit him in the back.
3 receivers now to the top of your screen for San Jose. 1 man in the backfield. Isaac Covert to throw off his back foot, and that was just really for the sheer hope of getting rid of that ball before he got pummeled. 3rd and 10. Pressure now getting to Covert in this game.
Yeah, the pocket's starting to break down a lot faster for Covert, and that was a dangerous throw. I mean, you mentioned it a couple series ago about throwing it the opposite direction, and that was an example right there.
3rd and 10 now, and yep, they bring the pressure again. Covert stands up, he runs. He's going to get close to the 1st down. Tried to get there before getting thrown to the ground by Bossier City's defense. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, and then another series where the defense digs in and stops the drive. Looking for one of these offenses, to get a little fired up here.
So interesting. You talk about stepping up, awareness by the quarterback, knowing to make a big play, knowing he needs to make one. Good job by Covert there, just a yard short. Now this is a nice punt. It is fielded at the 24-yard line, and it's Cook who gets up back to the 26-yard line. Ryan Cook on punt return duties.
Yeah, last series, Bossier City had the ball. They mixed it up a little bit, got their tight ends involved. Let's see if we can see more of that here on this possession.
Quarterback number 8, Silas Christensen, lines up under center. They show pressure. They bring pressure. Instead, they keep it on the ground.
Run.
Rudlang with a spin move and then some. It was that spin move that really ignited it really got the Jets going, I guess you'd say. 1st and 10, Bossier City.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, that was creating an opportunity for Rudling there. That spin opened up a ton of runway, so he could just add a ton of extra yards to that run. Great play.
We mentioned earlier in this game Rudlang's stats coming in, 269 yards coming into the game, and that is on 46 carries, averaging about 6 yards a carry. That time, pressure does get home. Say hello to Wistrom again, Silas Christensen. He gets him in the backfield. He does get rid of it, though. 2nd down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what kind of stunt that was they ran. It might have been a pinch, but that defensive lineman there on the bottom side of the screen was just able to throw the tackle to the left and put some pressure on.
Talk about pressure again. That time it's a quick drop, and instead it's intercepted. A beautiful one-handed grab going the other way for San Jose. Number 21, Tavius Gordon.
And he showed some magic so far tonight, and especially on that play. I mean, that was a one-handed grab. Just showed his athleticism and also awareness. Right at the last second, he was able to turn around, see where the ball was, and just take over that play.
Can we give that the nice hands catch of the game? I mean, that's a catch, right? I mean, my goodness.
You have the magic wand, sir.
Hey, we'll call it the Nice Hands Catch, brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. A beautiful one-handed INT. It's not often we get to give that to a defensive play. So San Jose with the ball again, this time running left side. Rainstorm gets 4.
Yeah, smart run there by San Jose. It looked like they were getting pressure on the top side of the screen. They ran away from the pressure and able to get a pretty decent run.
You got to love this running game that San Jose is committed to.
Yeah, I mean, with the likes of Wright and Storm in your backfield, if you're not running to them, you're doing something wrong.
There you go. 2nd and 6 now for San Jose. The ball right at midfield. They do keep it on the ground. Once more to is Mark Wright. And just literally churning those legs, will not go down. Felt like he ran 10 yards to get 4.
Yeah, we talked about their strength at the top of the game, and right there, that was a case study of running back strength.
I got to say, also, this team's record, I don't think is really indicative of how well they can play. That ground game is something to watch. Look at that, and continuing to fight. The determination by Rainstorm to get the 1st down. Unbelievable.
And Storm says, "Hey, Wright, I see you. Watch me now." Shows his strength as well, able to barrel across the line marker there and get that first down.
You got to love it when you get that inter-squad competition there to be the best, right?
Oh, yeah.
Toss play, left side, cutting back up is Bismarck, right? Back inside, gets a gain of 5, and now they're starting to really get this offensive game plan here rolling.
Yeah, all it takes is some lights out runs by Wright and Storm to get that offense fired up.
Pumped after that interception, no doubt. And now this San Jose offense, for the moment, is cooking. Back on the ground. This time they give it to the fullback, Massey, who gets 2. So crucial 3rd and 3 coming up here. What do you do? Do you abandon the run here, Charles, or do you stick to the plan?
You've got a bunch of options. I would show a power run, but dump it off right at the first down mark.
We'll see what San Jose's coaching staff cooks up. Oh, it's a little toss, and take a look at this. A fantastic play, a flick of the wrist by Covert there to the halfback, Rain Storm, for the first down.
Maybe I get partial credit for that, Cameron. It was,
Well, I think so. I mean, there was indeed a toss there. You said toss it when it became available. That's what we're going to say happened at the first availability. What a great play. San Jose keeping the drive alive. Covert over the middle, going for the big shot. The pass is incomplete. Lloyd, the intended target.
Yeah, I mean, Covert had plenty of time in the backfield there. The offensive line was doing a great job against a blitz that was underway from Bossier City, but I don't know if there are any other options.
Do you like the idea to go deep on first down there?
As long as you mix it up. I mean, every now and then it's good to keep them on their toes.
Covert again to throw down the middle, and that pass is complete. Touchdown, Arnold Paka.
That was pretty. That was a great pass by Covert as well. Hit him right in the belly, I think.
Let's take a look at this replay here.
Good coverage there by Fourkirk, but the nice move by Paka at the last second to get that separation.
He just would not be denied. The 6'6", 265-pound man, returning two-way player from Queen City, coming down and making a name for himself in San Jose. The extra point by Andrew Parker is good, and San Jose takes the lead after an 8-play, 54-yard drive.
Yeah, that was an impressive play. Got pretty much everyone in the backfield involved, and now, Cameron, you got your touchdown.
And San Jose, the first to do it. And how impressive on a great mix of run pass. They go for the home run, and they get it with Arnold Paka. Cook now on the return. Gets across the 30. And that's where Bossier City will set up shop. Folks, quickly, let us just tell you, if you are interested and have ever wanted to be a play-by-play or analyst broadcaster, we are looking for passionate SFL participants or viewers like yourself to join the team for the next SFL season kicking off next month. Please visit simulationfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and get your voice on the call. Rudlang.
Not a bad run there by Rudlang up the middle. They were showing a blitz by one of the linebackers, and he was able to power through and get 4 on the board.
Starting to perhaps see some tendencies here that Bossier City wanting to work the run game into their plan?
I mean, they had to mix it up. Bossier City first series, it was Air Bossier City.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Offense.
That run goes nowhere. A 3rd and 7, quickly 3rd and 7 here. Bossier City has had trouble extending drives the last couple of series.
Yeah, I mean they've got 3 speedy wide receivers. Let's see if maybe they try and push it deep down the field.
3 speedy wide receivers, and now look at this, 4 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, to the right of quarterback Silas Christensen. Pressure is coming, and he didn't even feel it. Completely leveled by Elijah Quick.
Yeah, cornerback blitz. Was not expecting that. Silas Christensen couldn't really do anything. It looked like right after the snap, Quick was right in his grill. and brought him down to the turf.
Quick came in untouched. No hands were laid on Elijah Quick, allowing him to get into the backfield to quarterback Silas Christensen with ease. So once again, Bossier City will have to punt as we approach the 2-minute warning of this first half.
Yep, San Jose starting to, hold onto the helm here, and Bossier City needs to do something to disrupt this.
Yeah, a long way to go in this one, but like you said, you don't want this one to get out of hand. San Jose right now with a 4-point lead, but they get the ball back here with a little over 2 minutes left, and if they play their cards right, could very well find themselves with an opportunity to put some more points on the board before half. You see the defensive line there shift for Bossier City, and movement on the line as Paka goes in motion. And they keep it on the ground, and another good hole to run through that time for Bismarck Wright.
Smart move by Covert to make that audible and put Pack in motion to the top of the screen. That extra blocking was just what they needed to get that good run.
2 minutes. You're watching the SFLM on YouTube. 2 minutes remain in what has been an exciting first half. We've seen some offense. We've seen a lot of defense. And now San Jose up by 4, looking to put some more points on the board before halftime. Another run play, that time to Massey, who gets about 3, third and two, coming up.
Yeah, that type of hard-hitting running and blocking by San Jose is really going to catch up to Bossier City. They need to get that defense of Bossier City off the field.
Not to mention San Jose learning how to eat clock as well. That could be huge in the next half. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Massey again with the carry. There is a flag. We'll see what the call is. The run for the moment is just short. Yeah, you called it, Charles. Face mask. That time on number 96 for Bossier City. And that is going to give a first down for San Jose.
Yeah, that was a big penalty. The Bossier City defense did not need that at all.
They had done their job and stopped them behind the line. And instead, the penalty now makes it a fresh set of downs right at midfield for San Jose. Paka again in motion. Delayed handoff.
Nice.
Rainstorm gets 6. I mean, you're having a good day when you can pick up 6 yards per carry.
Yeah, I really love the play calling by San Jose. After that first series, it seems like they settled down, and they're getting a good mix of plays, and they really got Bossier City defense on their heels trying to figure out what they're going to throw at them.
Going no huddle here, and they give it again to Bismarck Wright. Gets caught behind the lineman there, and 3rd and 5 now coming up, and a timeout is called.
And they're still out of field goal range. They got about another 20 or so yards.
Yeah,
maybe 25 yards.
For Andrew Parker, the young man there, in his first SFLM season. 3 receivers now to the top of your screen.
Sending it.
Sending it Covert, though, throws and stands in there. And Devin Lloyd, I believe it was, makes a fantastic catch.
That was nice. That was a heads-up play there by Covert. He went through that progression very quickly. I mean, that's a veteran move. I mean, most time you see those young quarterbacks, taking too much time going through each receiver, but he was able to get rid of that, made the decision early, and now moving the chains, and now they're knocking at the door.
It's one of the things that makes this league so exciting is watching the maturation of these players as this season goes along. Covert being one of them indeed. Play clock down to 5. The pass to throw, it is incomplete, just off the hands of the intended target. Foraker, though, doing everything that she could to prevent that.
Yeah, I mean, that was the only place I think that Covert could put that ball. And that was a tough one, though.
Yeah, he put it to the outside there and out of harm's way as well, something that Foraker could not get to. So 2nd and 10 for Covert. Get pressure coming. He stands in there and he delivers a shot. Somehow, Devin Lloyd again makes the reception.
I'm really liking what I see out of the quarterback Covert. I mean, he's very decisive there in the pocket. He stands tough when he gets a little pressure. And man, that catch by Lloyd was just incredible.
He's got some zip on that football too, doesn't he, on that release? My goodness. What fun we're having today. Ed Williams now goes in motion, number 19 for San Jose. See the play clock down to 5. The throw, one-handed grab that time by Devin Lloyd. And he gets close to the first, second, and inches. They go no huddle here. They're going to go back to the air that time. The check down, and just enough for the first down. San Jose out of timeouts, as you see, folks. So from here on, they'll be spiking it, or they'll be going for the touchdown. To the end zone, the pass off the back of Ryan Cook, and he turns around with great concentration and gets the interception. And literally, Charles, the wind just went out of San Jose's sails.
I can hear it blowing. I mean, seriously, that was a nightmare for San Jose. Isaac Covert was putting on a clinic there. He got into that hurry up close to the end zone. I think they should have run it. I think looking back at it, they may agree, but they had plenty of time, but it looked like they were pushing too hard to get it in the end zone.
A little bit too greedy there with that hurry up, and like you said, the inerrant throw, and I tell you, he had such a zip on that football. Cook felt it hit him in the back. He turns around and he makes the interception. Now, what can Christensen and company do here?
Yeah, I want to go back to how smart Covert was on that last drive. They went into hurry up. They had that nice gain by Lloyd, and he knew he was going into the same routes, but he was smart enough to know he had that check down at the top of the screen and was able to get rid of it perfectly. They only gained a couple yards, but that just shows you how smart he is.
Yeah, the young man doing great things. Christensen, the same. Look at that. Xavier Knott pulls that one in by his fingertips.
And they sent the heat. San Jose sent the heat in, and Christensen just stood in there and shows you why he's the leading quarterback so far in the minor league.
It looks as if Bossier City will be content to take this one to the half. My goodness, what an exciting first half of action we've had here in San Jose. As we said, the final game of this Week 4 SFLM season, and we're going out in style. San Jose leads Bossier City 7-3 as we welcome you into our halftime report. Camera duty, Charles Dougherty. Charles, give us your thoughts on, as I said, what's been an exciting first half.
I mean, with the exception of a couple drives by both teams, I think pretty much the defense has been dictating the terms of the game. I mean, looking at looking at film here on halftime, I think they need to make a couple adjustments there. Bossier City maybe a little bit more, mixing up their plays, and then on San Jose's side, I think I thought they found it there late in the first half, but little miscue there on the play calling in that hurry up. They need to clean that up because they may be in that position again at the end of the game, and it could mean the difference between a win or a loss.
The way this game is going, you're exactly right. 7-3 as we welcome you back in to San Jose, this beautiful facility, as we get ready and start the second half of action. Thank you all for being a part of some Wednesday night football in the SFLM. Here comes the kickoff. Let's get this thing going. Second half is underway. Fielded and returned to the 29-yard line. So Bossier City, they get the ball back. Obviously, they didn't feel any pressure to push the ball down the field with the last few seconds they had at the end of the second quarter. Now, Charles, you got to be feeling a little bit of confidence after that turnover the defense once again gave you.
And it was set up there by nice tackle on special teams by cornerback Elijah Quick.
Toss play left side, and that time Rudling fighting out of a tackle, but not able to do much more than that. Loss of one.
Actually, it wasn't Elijah Quick. I was just checking to see if you were tracking it home.
Well, we can't give them all the answers.
Yep.
2nd and 11 now coming up after that loss of 1 by Patrick Rudlang.
Oh, look at that
Pressure
block.
coming.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, a great block. Christensen with enough time to find Grabowski, and what could have been a disaster turns into a gain of 7 there. 3rd and 4 now.
I mean, that's the type of block you want your tackle to do on the edge when you're doing a rollout. Just destroy the defender in front of him, put him on the ground.
Looks like we was witnessing a crime scene right in front of our very eyes there for just a
It's
moment.
a chalk outline.
Christensen now to throw once again. Again, good coverage that time. Drops it down, and I like the play design. He led him a little bit too far, wouldn't you say, Charles?
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, tight ends, big tight ends. It's hard for them to adjust course, with all that momentum taken to the sideline, and didn't get the ball to him early enough.
Yeah,
we could make that adjustment.
I can speak from experience. My time playing football never was a position of speed, so it's hard to stop on a dime and turn.
Yep.
Fielded at the 20, the punt is. San Jose gets the ball back at the 28. So Bossier City now still kind of struggling to put a complete drive together. We saw them early on in this game go down the field. It looked honestly as if they were primed for a touchdown on that drive. Instead, they settled for the field goal. And ever since then, San Jose has really been the dominant team.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is they get closer to the end zone. They just need to stick with what got them there and kind of mix it up still, and don't go pass heavy.
Keeping it on the
Ooh,
ground.
That was a good one right
Oh
there.
yeah, you talk about what teams stick to the game plan, do what works best for them. This rushing attack, Bismarck Wright and company, and Rain Storm for San Jose has been spectacular.
Yeah, showing their strength.
Some hard hits out there too. Definitely, we mentioned a couple of them in this game today, and we saw one right then as well. Man in motion that time, down to the bottom of your screen. The handoff, opposite direction. Bismarck Wright, and again, completely laid out, completely decked there, but he gets up unscathed after a first down.
Yeah, they're really doing some great blocking on the edge there. I think that was the fullback that helped seal that.
Isaac Covert now to throw pressure coming around the weak side. He gets rid of it. The pass intended for Devin Lloyd. And again, great one-on-one coverage. Really, what more can you say? Bossier City and company doing a great job on the edges.
Yeah, they definitely are. Good coverage downfield. I didn't see what other options that Covert had, but that one was pretty much closed.
Swan taken down. Again, Covert pressure coming, checks down, and that's just well defended all the way around. The reception's made.
The good discipline by the defense. They stayed in their lane and were able to put some pressure on the quarterback, but then also they were looking out for that dump off route.
Zach Benjamin that time with the wrap-up tackle. Over to throw down the middle into double coverage, and that's a dangerous move. Ed Williams, the intended target.
Yeah, Covert did kind of. He moved out of the pocket. It looked like he was going into the blocking. I think he narrowly escaped a sack there as well.
3 and out now for San Jose as they will have to punt this away. And again, it's the defenses, just as you mentioned in that halftime report, Charles, they have really dictated this game up to this point. Fair catch at the 22 where Bossier City will take over.
I really think, Cameron, that the defense that's on the field the longest is going to be, is going to be on the losing end of this game.
Quickly moving football game as well now that this run game, for example, has kind of gotten into play. That's caused the clock to even run down a little bit quicker, if you will. 7:14 remaining in the third. That pass complete. That's something we haven't seen the last couple of drives, is that type of route with Christensen coming back to the intended receiver, Nolan Pierce.
Yeah, another example of the quarterback putting the ball where only the receiver could catch. I mean, that's what general managers are looking for when they're drafting quarterbacks.
Pierce is someone who could take control of a game quickly. Keep an eye on him.
Oh,
Oh,
that
and
is
into the
providence
hands
right there.
of number 39. That is Lane, I believe, who picked that one up and took it and run with it. How lucky
Yes,
do you have to be?
they need to run out and buy a lottery ticket now, man. That was
Woo.
they dodged the bullet on that.
If you didn't know better, it almost looked like a backwards, lateral pass or something. Did it not?
I don't
I
know if I've
mean,
ever seen that before, Cameron.
a first for me as well, and we can say we experienced it together.
Yep.
With all of you folks at home, that was an incredible play that goes for a first down. So Christensen with the football. We mentioned Nolan Pierce. He's getting warm.
Yeah, I said that there are three receivers on Bossier City are fast, and hadn't heard a lot from Pierce, but on that play, great route there. I mean, he's being guarded by a linebacker. That Jad McPherson is a pretty solid coverage linebacker for San Jose, but I don't think he can keep up with Nolan Pierce.
In Bossier City's 2 victories, Nolan Pierce has really rose to the occasion in the second half of each of those games. That pass intended for Xavier Knight, incomplete. Gordon on the coverage, and I think that's an interesting point to make, Charles. Xavier Knight sometimes will have some big-time plays in that first half. The defense locks down on him, and you need players like Nolan Pierce and Bryce Lee to pick up the slack.
Yeah, and especially when you're going up against Tavius Gordon, that cornerback, he's just playing lights out tonight.
2nd and 10 as Bossier City is into San Jose territory. Just crossed the 40 to the 39. Plenty of time. He decides to check down to one of those big tight ends. A gain of 2 for Leon Sandcastle.
I tell you what, on the San Jose defense, Mass Booker, their defensive end, number 52, he's been getting past that offensive line a lot. I think it's only a matter of time he puts his mitts on that quarterback.
We've got an update on the Philadelphia-Albuquerque game coming in just a moment. That pass, that was almost intercepted. You talk about Tavius Gordon. Yeah, he was all up in Xavier Knight's zip code there.
Wow. Yeah, he's putting on a show.
That's a huge 3rd down. Huge. Now 4th down. Bossier City again not able to get in at least field goal position. They'll have to punt this one away and hope that they can pin San Jose deep.
We said a lot about the secondary for San Jose on that particular series, but you also have to tip your cap to the defensive line as well. They didn't necessarily touch the quarterback, but they were putting enough pressure on to impact the outcome of the play.
Indeed. An update in the football game going on over on the other channel. Philadelphia 28, Albuquerque 17. 9:20 remaining in the 4th quarter. Brock Williams' 2nd incompletion just turned into an interception. So it's the Adams ball, down 11, 4th quarter, 9:20 left to play in that game. We'll keep you updated as it goes along. That pass here, incomplete, 2nd and 10 for San Jose.
I think Gordon's counterpart on Bossier City is Ryan Cook. I mean, we talked about him at the top of the game, and he was a little bit quiet there late in the first half, but that play was he blanketed a wide receiver.
You could make an argument as well for Cook to be player of this game, to be honest with you. I mean, 2 interceptions to this point? 2nd and 10. Covert to throw, and he kind of gets rid of it, as you said, putting it where only Devin Lloyd could get it. A couple yards on that one.
I thought that was going to be an interception. That was a fabulous pass.
It really was. I mean, any other time, that could have been a little bit more out in front or behind that intended receiver, and that's going the other way. 3rd and 7, as we said, the defense prevailing for both sides of the football thus far as we're midway through this 3rd quarter. San Jose just looking to convert. They throw and they go for the home run ball, and that pass incomplete. We've seen that a couple of times in this game where they just unload trying to make something happen downfield. Billy Beers that time with the deflection.
Yeah, great coverage downfield by Bossier City. And, they're getting the ball back. I mean, both of these defenses, again, are just I think they're driving the ship so far.
So interesting. Which defense is going to tire first? I mean,
Yep,
these
exactly.
drives, they're not sustaining either, are they? I mean, they've been
Yep.
quick 3-and-outs ever since the second half kickoff.
Well, they made adjustments at halftime. San Jose, look, I thought they found the secret sauce there late in the first half, but these last couple series they had, they kind of, they weren't moving it as effectively.
Bossier City will get good field position, great field position, actually, taking over at midfield. And they're still looking to crack that code. They've got the field goal. That came early in this game on their second possession. Since then, they've been kept out of field goal range, much less red zone. Christensen to throw over the middle. That's
Nice.
a great quick drop off to, as we mentioned, Nolan Pierce.
Yeah, I mean he's doing on those slant routes. He's pretty deadly. He gets that extra step on the defender.
And
On that one, he just muscled it. He looks like he kind of pushed the defender away.
He really did. And let's talk about Silas Christensen as well. That was a three-step drop there, three-step drop,
Yep.
and he had to get rid of it, put it in position. Oh, pressure.
Holy smokes, how did he get rid of that?
How in the world did Xavier Knight come up with that? That's his first reception in quite a while. Again, though, the guy just makes memorable plays.
That was an end-over-end pass. It looked like a field goal kick.
2nd and 1. Oh, my goodness. I mean, Christensen got leveled. Somehow, though, they get a nice gain out of it. And now, give it to Rudlang. Grumbling, bumbling, and stumbling for a first down.
Yeah, another good run by Rudlang tonight. They're knocking at the door, Cameron, and I would give the same advice that I gave to San Jose. Just mix it up. Don't rely on the pass because this defense is going to start locking down here.
Yeah, just do not become one-dimensional, just as you said. Christensen, pressure coming. He stands in there. He throws that pass. Woo, that hung in the air a little bit too long. They're almost intercepted. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, it's dangerous. I mean, I think they're well within range for the kicker, John Smith.
We have another update from the Philadelphia and Albuquerque game, which is moving very quickly. We've had a score change. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let's look at this play first. As you see, there's number 11, Xavier Knight, moving to the top of the screen, and that's Tavius Gordon right there with him. The roll out to Christensen to throw over the middle, and it is incomplete. Not really sure what happened there.
Yeah, Jad McPherson, the inside linebacker for San Jose, I thought had a beeline to the quarterback, but it looks like he I honestly, I don't know what he did. he kind of broke off pursuit.
A head scratcher there. Nevertheless,
Yeah.
It results in an incompletion and a big 3rd down. Listen to this hometown crowd for San Jose, trying to cheer their defense on. Christensen to throw. That pass is incomplete, intended for Bryce Lee. He takes a shot. I don't know how he's able to stand up so quickly afterwards, but it's 4th down.
Nolan Pierce was wide open in the middle.
Oh.
There wasn't a defender around him. He would have just been able to skip into the end zone.
And instead, Bossier City will have to settle for a 35-yard field goal attempt by John Smith to try to get within 1 of the San Jose flight. That kick, it's got the leg and it's got the angle. It's good. This is a 1-point game, Charles.
Yeah, and the defense for San Jose, they dug their heels in and kept them out of the end zone. That's what you need to do. Now they can go take a break and get their orange slices on the sidelines.
Score update quickly as we get ready for this kickoff. Philadelphia now 38, Albuquerque 24. That's with 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Brock Williams with a rushing touchdown on what has been a sensational performance. Once again, Philadelphia 38, Albuquerque 24 with 4 minutes to play and ticking.
And not a bad return there by San Jose. They're pretty good field position.
We've got a good one over here, folks. 7-6. Camera duty here with Charles Doherty, Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters, keeping us updated on the Philadelphia Albuquerque game. And I thought he had the reception there, but instead, Michaela Foraker making sure Ezekiel Bear comes down empty-handed.
That would have been the catch of the game, I think. I mean, we saw some good catches so far, but man, a lot of pressure on Covert. They sent the blitz, and he was able to get the ball out, but just not. Bear was covered, I think, too tightly.
My goodness, had he been able to come down with that one, that would have been incredible, as you mentioned. Keep an eye on Devin Lloyd, folks, coming to the bottom of your screen. He's been a workhorse tonight for Covert and company, and there he is again, finding his way wide open, 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the pocket was starting to break down, and Covert, again, did a good progression and was able to get rid of it. Nice pass. It was seriously good separation. But we said at the top of the game how fast Lloyd is. You can see on that when he bounced to the outside, instantly got like 5 yards on the defender.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That separation and how quick he can, as we said, break away from a defender, that stands out. On the ground again for San Jose, and take a look at Rainstorm taking no prisoners. I mean, just charging forward with shoulders and elbows.
Yeah, that hurt. That was a very that was a head-on collision out there. But I like the way San Jose's mixing it up.
Yeah, I don't believe that Rain got the worst of that either. Put the hurt on him.
Definitely.
2nd and 3 now for San Jose. Boy, they'd love to get the victory here in front of the home crowd. The handoff once again, and oh my goodness, that's going to be close. That was Bismarck Wright, and leave it to 2 Bossier City defenders there to stop him short.
I think this is a big 3rd down, Cameron. They got to stop, San Jose. They're starting to get some momentum on their side. Bossier City needs to do something to disrupt this offense.
3rd and 1. 1:32 remaining in this 3rd quarter. They keep it on the ground. The spin move, and nothing doing. Rainstorm trying to bounce to the outside. Couldn't get anything on number 4.
Exactly what they needed.
Yeah.
Good stop by the defense.
But look at this. San Jose is going for it, or at least showing like they're going for it. 2 men in the backfield, and they'll run this play. 1st and 10. Bismarck Wright. Oh, the guts, the play calling to keep this drive alive.
I mean, if you're an offensive lineman on San Jose, you love it. Your coaches have confidence in you that you're going to block and get the hole open for the running back, and you're going to get that 1st down.
You talk about that confidence
and
what it could do. We will see just what a difference it could make for San Jose here.
Nice.
Oh, goodness gracious. Big number 95. Yep, Ewan Ellis that time. 6'5" and all 265 pounds bearing down on Covert.
I could hear the thud when he landed up here in the booth.
He's probably going to have a bruise, I would think, on that forearm there. After this one's over. That's a badge of honor with a deflection like that. Toss play right side. Again, the defense. My goodness, what a great job. Foraker again on the stop, who's had a really good night.
Yeah, Storm was still able to, punch a couple more yards out of that one. Thought he was going to get brought either for a loss or no gain, but and showing some strength.
This defense has responded so well after giving up the 4th down conversion now. Can they finish this? For San Jose, can they keep the drive alive? The throw to the end zone. Lloyd makes the reception at the goal line.
Lloyd's made some big catches tonight, and I think that was the biggest.
Have you ever? I don't know if I have seen what resiliency. And that play felt like it went forever.
Wow. And that was up against Ryan Cook. I said that was the matchup I wanted to see. And man, just at the last second, he pulled away and got that reception.
We'll talk about a cliffhanger. San Jose at the goal line, leading 7-6. Let's hear from Chris Curtis in the league rights, and we'll be right back.
Of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
He's smooth. Chris Curtis is so smooth.
Oh, silky smooth. We'll get to those APM music credits in just a moment. First and goal here. This play is about to take off. San Jose less than a full yard from the end zone. They keep it on the ground, the dump, and they're going to say he got over that goal line.
I think it was the tip of the ball.
Yeah.
And that outstretched down that dive.
Just enough. Bismarck, right. Touchdown. Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah, not the best angle, but I think if we saw it on the sidelines, it just barely crossed.
And he was met literally head on in the air. San Jose now extends their lead. No challenge also. Let's make note of that. They say that was a good call on the field, and the extra point is good by Andrew Parker.
Okay, well, this is a test for Silas Christensen on Bossier City and that high-flying offense. And let's see what they can do here. Things start to heat up here in the fourth quarter.
They literally got within one, Bossier City did, and then San Jose comes back with a beautiful drive. And this time, Bossier City will take over at the 29. Now, let's talk about APM music. It's unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. Simply put, APM Music is the official soundtrack for the SFL. To explore their library and find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. If you want suspense music, they've got it. And we've got it today. Another one-handed grab by Xavier Knight.
They need you to get fired up.
Look at that. I mean, look at this, and you can tell he's ready to go off too. Just get him the football, he says. One-on-one coverage too with Tavius Gordon there, Charles.
Yeah, I mean, but that was a key pass. I mean, they needed to
really
move the ball, show that they can some yards against this defense.
And that puts Xavier Knight over the 100-yard mark for the day. Christensen throwing over the middle. We talked about Nolan Pierce. There he is. He could be a factor in this comeback.
Yep, but Pierce, Lee, and Knight, they've got speed. You just don't want to be one-dimensional. I said it a couple times tonight.
2nd and 5, 9-12 and counting in this fourth quarter.
There you go.
Bossier City running
there you
left
go.
side.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. I mean, absolutely. And that is Brown. That is the third-string halfback getting some reps tonight and a crucial first down.
Yeah, and that was a slow developing play, but everyone executed perfectly on the offense, able to get that good yardage.
Hand off to Rudd Lang. Ooh, nice job of kind of shimmying there, turning himself sideways through the hole, and gets 5.
Nice play calling. Very nice play calling.
You talked about not being one-dimensional, and you got to give it to them. They have went to the ground game devotedly, at least these last few drives, trying to mix it up. And again to the ground.
Holy smoke.
That's a big run. Number 22, Ronnie Shanahan. Where have you been all my life?
I mean, they're saying, hey, we've got some strength here on Bossier City as well in the backfield. Look at that. He just carried the defender, number 33, Willie Bands.
You talk about, this is a good two-headed tandem right here as well. And, with the Shanahan and Rudd Lang getting the majority of the carries, but both of them very capable of making big plays, just as you've seen right there. Now, keep an eye. Number 11, Xavier Knight, to the bottom of the screen, folks. Christensen likes to look for him in these motions. Instead, he checks it out to the tight end. Grabowski wide open to the 10, close to the 5 before getting pushed out of bounds.
That was a great play call. Wide open. 85 Grabowski, the tight end. And he's pretty fast. He showed it on there after he caught that ball. One of the fastest, if not the fastest, tight end in the minor league.
They knew exactly what they were doing with the motion, right, Charles? I mean, all of a sudden, you send Xavier Wright or not, excuse me, to the right side of the field. You come back to the left, wide open for your tight end.
Yeah, love the play call in there by Bossier City so far in this drive.
This is a thing of beauty. Bossier City now has life to the end zone.
There you go.
Touchdown. The big man would be denied. Leon Sandcastle.
Oh my gosh! I mean, that was a textbook drive right there by Bossier City. I mean, you can't find anything wrong. I mean, great play calling, great blocking, execution by the offense. I mean, wow! Now they've got 7 on the board, and it's exactly what they needed.
And literally, where did it come from? Bossier City looked like a totally different team on that last drive.
Yeah, I think maybe there was some grabbing onto some face masks and throwing down some clipboards.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of angst on the sidelines. Two-point conversion.
On the sideline, or am I showing my age?
Pressure coming to the end zone. Oh, just a reach. He wanted to get the big man, Leon Sandcastle, a touchdown and the two-point conversion. And let's talk real quick about the pressure that got to the backfield. I couldn't see who it was, Charles, but that pressure disrupted Christensen. He threw it just too far ahead of his man.
Yeah, definitely. That didn't give him a good chance to get rid of that ball. But that was not the best punctuation on that drive, but it's still early.
An incredible, an incredible series of events. Oh, this is something you hate to see. Sean McDonald down. You know, he is one of the special teams men right here for Bossier City, and you certainly hate to see that. He took a shot. It's kind of amazing, as many hard hits that we've seen, that this is the only injury that we have came across tonight, but thankfully he's able to get up and walk off under his own power.
Yeah, that's always a good sign.
Let's take a deep breath and reset, Charles.
No, definitely.
San Jose, though, they have also started to feel very comfortable with their play design, their play calling, the play schemes you have seen. They've put up some points on the board as well the last couple of drives. Can they again march down the field? Covert feeling much more comfortable as this game has progressed. That time, though, incomplete, intended for the Big Bear.
Yeah, good coverage downfield. I mean, this is Bossier City's defense has to respond here, kind of follow up on what a great job their offense did on that last series, and they need to show something.
So we've got 2nd and 10. And a rollout by Isaac Covert. Throws back across the middle. That pass is intercepted. Oh, my goodness. It's going the other way. And talk about a nightmare come to life. JoJo Shalizzi steals that one out of the air.
Yeah, the wide receiver was double covered, and they blitzed as well. So there had to be someone on single coverage that was probably not the best selection for receivers by Covert.
That was Cook and Shalizzi in double coverage on Devin Lloyd, and JoJo goes up and makes a huge play, because now Bossier City, who has trailed the majority of this game, is in the driver's seat.
Yep, definitely. And in good field position.
You know, we talk about APM music. We need some suspenseful
Ooh,
music.
that's what they needed.
And a sack. Christensen
going to get to him.
Yeah, you did. You called it. And who is that? That's the big man, number 52. Take a look at this, and looks like Brown, I believe, who came in on that sack. The thing is, Charles, as we mentioned, the weak side, he never felt it coming.
Yeah, that's 265 pounds of porterhouse landing on top of that Silas Christensen.
He may not have felt it coming, but he felt it when it got there, didn't he? 2nd and 13. Christensen, the pressure is coming. They're trying to rattle him. He stands in there. He throws that pass is deflected. Whew. And that was, again, a great play. Archuleta there with K Magic on the coverage. Feels like the last couple of plays, series drives, what have you, it's been a flurry of excitement all of a sudden.
Yeah, the defensive coordinator said seek and destroy. Let's dial up some blitzes here. And they've been effective the last 2 plays.
If you can't tell, folks, we're having fun. That's what this league is all about, after all. Look at this. Nobody in the backfield. They're sending everybody downfield. Oh, he had him. He had Xavier Knight wide open. He had the step on the defender, but he overthrew his man.
I mean, they're sending the kitchen sink at Christensen, and he's not giving them enough time for those deep routes to develop.
Yeah. We're going to again credit the pressure that San Jose has gotten on Christensen. I think it even kind of messed with Isaki a little bit too, thinking that he didn't have as much time as maybe he did. Got rid of that one a little too early. This punt fielded at the 15 and tackled at the 19. So San Jose retains the lead after that interception. Now for Covert, what do you tell your young quarterback here, Charles?
Stay calm. Go through your progressions. Eat it if you have to. Don't throw an interception, and feed the ball to Wright and Storm as much as you can.
And now you're in the position you can eat some clock too. 6:26 in the fourth quarter. Give it a shot, right?
There you go.
There it is. Rain Storm. 7 on the carry, and that's why you can't go away from that. When you get 5, 6, 7 yards a carry, my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, that takes the wind out of your defense, surely.
We said which defense was going to tire up. I think the answer, neither at the moment. They're both playing just like they did at the start of this game. And again, a nice run that time. They get number 45. That's Massey again in on the carry. So, like we said, they've got an abundance of talent in that backfield.
Yeah, the holes that the offensive line on those last 2 plays, the offensive line has been doing a pretty good job.
1st and 10. We'll keep an eye on the clock, folks, as it continues to count down. 5:35 remaining in the fourth. And San Jose right now, keep the football, keep the drive alive, and keep it on the ground. Rain Storm with another 5-yard gain.
I can't recall when the last carry for a loss was for San Jose.
It hasn't been often, that's for sure. It's for most of the plays out of that ground game has certainly went upfield instead of backwards. Bismarck Wright will get back to the line of scrimmage. Not much more after that. 3rd and 5, and this is a big play here.
Yeah, Bossier City, they got to show us what they got on this one. Running out of time, my friend.
Let me ask you something, Charles. For San Jose, how aggressive are you here on 3rd and 5?
Not aggressive.
Not at all.
No. And they do the opposite, and they'll probably get a
go to the air, and look there, the pass, Arnold Packa for the first down.
I mean, I'm really liking what I see out of Packa. I mean, he's had some pretty good plays tonight, not only receiving but blocking as well. He's laid out some defenders there, setting up his running back for good gains, and on that one, just a good route run. Knew where he needed to be, and good on-field presence by Covert to get the ball to him.
And how huge was that keeps the ball on their side, and they continue to have an opportunity, to eat clock here.
Yep. He stayed in bounds, which was amazing.
They'll go to the air once more. Covert. Oh, my goodness. And you just can't help but get, exactly. A little nervous when you see a play like that, especially when that ball hangs in the air.
Especially when their running backs are doing so well.
And this is what happens. This is what you don't want to do, because what does it do? Stops the clock.
Definitely.
You see the stats there for Covert, 12 of 33. 3 interceptions on the day. But right now, the most important thing he can do, protect that football and eat this clock. They decide to go to the air once more. What that big play? They get it with Arnold Packa again to the red zone, across the 20.
Packa's slowly taking over this game here late in the fourth quarter. I mean, it has been the Lloyd show up till now, and Packa's just kind of showing everybody what he can do, and some GMs are taking special note of this.
And it's a 1st and 10 now with 4 minutes remaining.
No.
Covert to throw the pass off the hands of the intended target. And a 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, you got to run it, man. You got to run it, Cameron, sorry, Cameron. I'm used to sitting in the booth with Cam.
Well, that's all right. Hey, listen, I'm not far
I
off,
only did
right?
it once. That's not bad.
That's okay, and it's not even wrong. 2nd and 10, 3:57 to go. Covert to throw, and he's going to the end zone, and I'm just so surprised. I'm like you, intended for Bear, but, keep that clock running and keep it on the
Leaving
ground.
too much time, like you said, too much time on the board. And again, they've shown, the two-headed monster of Wright and Storm in that backfield have been very effective tonight. You got to keep going to them.
It's 3rd and 10. I know you want the touchdown to kind of put this thing out of reach, and they go to the air again. Oh, and this time, look who. What a shot.
Look who it is. Shut us up.
Yeah, mid-sentence, literally. 1st and goal for San Jose.
Well, let's see what they do here. They haven't hit pay dirt yet, so.
And
now
like
this is the perfect part of the field to use your power running.
1st and goal, 3:34 remaining in this football game, and San Jose says we want the football, we want to keep the football, and we'll do whatever we have to get a score here. Covert to throw to the end zone, off the hands of the intended target. He was going for him, just couldn't get him.
And they're rolling the dice. They are rolling the dice, and they're snapping the ball with like 19 seconds left on the play clock.
It's so interesting. And again, you've got Bismarck Wright and Rainstorm in your backfield. I mean, this is running, ground here. I mean, they could easily pound it up the middle.
Here we go.
And there we go. To the end zone.
Oh, not yet. I thought he was in.
He kept out. Oh, my goodness. I mean, honestly, what more can you say? What a great defensive effort. I mean, yeah, I know.
Did you made that or Cook? I saw the 1. I didn't see the first number.
I believe that it was Shalizia, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm sorry. Okay. Billy Beers, actually. I'm getting word it's Billy Beers.
Sorry, Billy Beers.
Literally a game-saving tackle for the moment, that is. Are they going to get the dive? They do. Touchdown, Bismarck Wright. He comes up big along the goal line once again, and San Jose makes it a lot easier on themselves to get their first victory.
Yeah, it's looking good for them. They just need to, hold on defense, and Bossier City's got that type of offense that can score quick. They've got some speedsters that we've talked about all night, so it's not over yet.
2:55 remaining, and Parker's extra point is good. 21-12, and San Jose. And let's talk about the guts. I mean, literally, we're sitting here in the booth, and we're saying, don't throw it, run it. Everything we said, they did the exact opposite of. I guess that's why we're up here, not down there, Charles. But how impressive was that? I mean, gutsy indeed for a young team like that.
And Arnold Paca, he put on a show.
He did. And what kind of confidence does this give a young team like that? You're 0-3 coming into this game, but yet your coach says, I'm going to lay all the chips on the table.
This is a big win at home. You get your first win. The crowd's, going nuts. It's they've shown their fight. They've shown ability to, to highlight their star players, and I think this is something they can build on.
Well, final score, Philadelphia beats Albuquerque 41-31. I will get that right. I'm sorry. Philly beats Albuquerque 41-31. Let me repeat. And we'll get back to that thought in just a moment as Knight's reception goes for 4. Philadelphia, Nashville, and Lexington are now at the top of the standings at 3-1. The question is, can Bossier City join them? They've got a ways to go. Oh, and that was almost game over.
Yeah, that was Elijah Quick. He's been all over the field.
And again, we mentioned, Bossier City wanting to join those teams at 3-1, but like we said, they got a lot of work in front of them here in order to do so, and not much time to do it. 2:36 remaining, but take a look at this formation.
You got to score quick.
San Jose's crowd into it. It's deafening in here. They send a man in motion. That's one of those big, strong tight ends. That's Adam Grabowski. They send pressure. Christensen to throw that pass. Almost intercepted again. We've seen that a couple of times late in this game, and right there is Willie Bands saying, "No way, Jose."
Yeah, they're sending a lot of pressure in, and Christensen needs to maybe audible and have a receiver or two, as an outlet when he's getting that type of heat.
4th and 6, 2:32 remaining in this
There you
game. A
go.
shovel pass.
Yep.
And you know what? That's it.
Yep.
Just like that. Take a look at this. The shovel pass, and look at McNeely there sitting right in the middle. King McNeely, who we really haven't had a chance to even mention him much in this game other than when we read through the defense at the beginning of this game, comes up with maybe the most important play of the whole night.
Yeah, and I saw 2 shuttle passes tonight, and I don't know when the last time I've seen that.
This game literally has had everything.
Yep.
Still a little bit of work to be done here for San Jose. They want to get it down to the 2-minute warning. They want to get the first down so that they can be comfortable here. Kind of interesting. Bossier City really not using any timeouts here either, are they?
No. They've got, and you know what? San Jose's got the perfect roster build for this, for burning the clock out.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes for San Jose to get their first victory of the SFLM season. Cameron Duty here with Charles Doherty and Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. And thank you all for staying up tonight to watch for us here on the East Coast. It's almost 11 o'clock. We thank you for choosing, allowing us to be your evening program of enjoyment here. Hopefully it's been as much fun for you as it is for us. San Jose right now, the object is that first down line. And it's 3rd and 5. Timeouts now being called by Bossier City.
Short of a massive mistake, I think, they could start warming up the buses.
Great comment there as we quickly look at the YouTube chat. Gunny said the score may not tell the story of how close this game really was, and that is the truth. I mean, at one point there, it was 7-3 for the longest time. Then it was 7-6 for a while. And then the third quarter, the second half of it, rather, got explosive.
Yeah, this game's been a battle up to the end here.
So we have 4th down coming up. The handoff there, not enough to get the first, and so you are going to see a punt in an attempt to pin Bossier City deep. Take a look and see here. They're going to let this one bounce and get to the end zone for a touchback.
Well, miracles can happen here. Minute 42, but they have to go deep, and they have to score quickly. And that secondary, that defense, San Jose has not been showing any weaknesses in the deep game.
One thing that Bossier City is good at, as you said, they've got a lot of talented tight ends and wide out. They're sending the house once more, plenty of talent downfield. But again, let's give a call to this defense. K-Magic that time, they have made some big deflections in this game.
Yeah, I think all around. I mean, especially here late in the game, the defensive line and the linebacking crew has been putting down pressure on the quarterback of Christensen. So they've been helping a lot as well.
Pressure coming once more, Christensen over the middle, and right now they just would like to get some sort of completion, some sort of momentum. Again, that's Willie Bands at the moment there, coming up with a little bit more coverage and pressure for San Jose. And now it's 3rd and 10. Again, the crowd comes to their feet, looking to rattle that young man, Christensen. The throw intercepted, and it's going the other way, and Tavius Gordon says, that's your ball game.
Yeah, I mean, and it's, a lot of confidence. We talked about confidence in the offensive line by going for it on that 4th and short play. but it also shows confidence on your defense. Lining up man to man here when there's still a little life in the game, and most teams go back into deep zones, but they were still putting some heat on.
Nolan Pierce was the intended target there, and again, just great coverage by Tavius Gordon to step in front and get that interception. And there you go, the most beloved formation in all of football, the kneel down, the victory formation. Bossier City will call their most remaining timeout, the last remaining timeout that they have, excuse me. Charles, let's talk about this too. This San Jose team, 0-3 coming in, they didn't play, nor did they look like a team that's 0-3.
No, I think they made the right adjustments they needed to coming into this game. I mean, they're very good play calling on both sides of the ball, and it's something that they I think can build on.
And for Bossier City, your second loss of the season puts you back at 500. Really no need to hang your hat. I mean, obviously things that you want to, work on, things that you want to improve upon. Still, though, like I said, the score is not very, is not a good indication of just how tough this game is.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing, the thing that we've seen in the last two games by Bossier City is in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, they, their candle starts to dim a little bit, and they're not able to, their foot isn't as heavy on the pedal as it is those first couple quarters. So they need to figure out how to stay, stay even throughout the whole game.
Talk about the weapons: Xavier Knight, Nolan Pierce. We saw good plays or good runs by Patrick Rudling, Bryce Lee, the tight ends of Leon Sandcastle, Adam Grabowski. Just a couple of names that come up with big plays tonight for Bossier City. In that first half, they looked electric. And as you mentioned, the second half, with all intents and purposes, the steam did run out a little bit on that team, no pun intended. Fair catch at the 10-yard line, but as we said, this is the point of the SFLM, Charles, as I kind of fumble over myself there. This is what it's about: development of your player, development of your coaching staff, your formations, your schemes. I mean, this is a learning process each and every week.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a long process too. I mean, and then you can make some mistakes here in the minor leagues, and it's all part of the process.
Building blocks for this journey in the Simulation Football League. 10 seconds left. Bossier City wanting to get some points on the board quick. Back to the air they go.
There he goes.
Nolan Pierce, we said, keep an eye on him. That's going to run clock out. He's going to get close to the end zone, to the 10, to the 5. He will score. And this game will end with a touchdown for Bossier City. It'll get them closer, but a little too late, unfortunately. But still, an incredible effort by Nolan Pierce.
Yeah, I mean, they fought to the very last second, literally. So, hats off to Bossier City, and I think they're going to be fine, but fell a little bit short tonight.
Indeed, they did. And literally, San Jose's defense held on. They locked down up to the very last play. Bossier City gets a deep shot there, a touchdown that's going to pad the stats, the stats and the score at the end. The extra point is good. 21-19. Unfortunately, no time left on the clock. And San Jose will hold on. There is a party in the streets of San Jose tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Just congratulations to San Jose. I mean, they needed this win. It came close last week, and I'm sure they got them energized, made some of the right adjustments to their playbook. And I was really impressed. They started out a little slow on offense. Defense was pretty steady throughout the game, but and they made the right adjustments. And they basically their stars. They put the weight on their stars back, and they performed on the field.
And if you had to, if I'm gonna press you here, Charles, who's gonna get your player of the game tonight?
Well, I'm gonna split it in half between Lloyd and Packa.
There you go. You got big plays by both of those players tonight, folks. This has been great. We thank you for watching tonight. Congratulations to San Jose, their first victory of the season. Bossier City falls to 2-2. Another week of SFLM football is in the books. We've got some exciting stuff coming up, free agency coming up on the SFL side. You'll see more about that as we go on. We've got free agency frenzy that will be coming up. We'll talk more about that as time goes on. For Cameron Irvine at the SFL headquarters and my partner Charles Dougherty, my name is Cameron Duty. Good night. We will see you again very soon.